everyone. We were so close. I had a fancy little switcheroo happening. It kind of worked. It kind of worked. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're here for our Lift for Life class. I've got a whole suite of circles and squigglies and bars. You don't need any of these. You can use whatever you have at your disposal, whether it's dumbbells, tubing, your own body weight, all is fine. Just mimic the movements that I'm doing when I'm working with resistance. And one of the reasons why I love using these things, other than that they're super cute and fun and novelty, is the fact that I didn't find a whole heck of a lot of resources out in the world for workouts that suit my needs as a functional 45-year-old strong woman. Who hears me on that? All right, let's get ready to warm up. We've got a 30-minute workout here for you today. We've got an activation phase, we've got a skill building phase, and then we've got our strength phase. We've got the train. Hello, good morning. Take a nice wide stance. We're gonna take a deep breath in, big breath in. Take your hands to your hips. Find a flat back hinge here, and then come all the way back up. We're gonna do it again. Big reach up. Hands to the hips. Put your fingers right in the crease of your hips and fold right into them. 2 more times. We're gonna reach all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, folding forward, lifting up to the top. Last time through. Big breath in. And fold in those hips. Reach it down, hold it right here. Take your hands as close to the ground as you can. Bend your knees if you need to get there. Let's bend a little deeper. Straighten the legs up. Little opening of our hamstrings. Stretch it all the way up. Good. Bend and stretch and bend and stretch. 2 more times. Dropping your hips down, lifting your tailbone to the sky. Last one. Good work. Let's unlock the knees. Tuck your tail, roll up through the spine. Nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Let's come into a narrow stance. We're going to take a squat, reaching all the way down. Coming in, touch your shoulders, and then big stretch up or lift up onto your toes. So reach out, stand tall, lift up, try a little toe balance if you can. If it's too early in the workout for you, that's okay. I'm always going to encourage you to choose the moves that you need today, right now, because they differ, right? Our daily needs differ at any given time. I've got the chat up to the side. If you're tuning in live, let me know. Good. Shoulders, I'll go over and check. Unfortunately, this 45-year-old's eyesight is not amazing. So as I'm looking over there, I'm like, I see a comment, but I can't read it. One more time, big stretch all the way up. Good, all the way down. And then let's take it out nice and wide here. We're gonna take a little bend in our right leg, drop down, knees over toes. Take your left hand to your right knee, open up that right arm. Gentle twist as much as you like. Little stretch in the inner thigh. Come through center, bend into the left knee. Make sure you can take your weight in that leg. Open it up to the side. Good. Come up to center. We'll pick up the pace a little bit. So reaching all the way over. Stand up tall. Pull yourself together as you stand up. Reach. Stake your claim on your space, yeah? Take up space. That's what we're here to do. We're no shrinking violets today. We're taking our space. Let's go for 4 more. Here we go. 4. And up. Open your chest. 3. Lift nice and tall. 2 more. Hey, Mom. And 1 more. And good. Take it all the way over to the right again. Bring it on down. We're going to pivot over into a nice long lunge. Do the best you can. Let's bend and stretch our back knee down and up and up. Supporting your spine the whole time. Think about your torso, front, side, and back working together. Last 2. And last 1. Press it back. Front arm goes down. Take a little twist towards your leg. Good. All right, put that hand down. Reach your leg back. Let's find our plank either on our toes or on our knees. And just breathe here. Deep breath in. Exhale fully. You can find either plank that you need right now. We're gonna pike our hips up and then take that other leg forward. Find our lunge on the other side. Just bend and stretch. You got it. Bend and stretch. So as we complete our warm-up, we're thinking, what does support look like for me today? Let's hold that lunge. Let's take our twist. How will I choose the moves that work for me? What kind of energy am I working with today? What's the best possible outcome? Let's bring it all the way down. Let's take it back to your plank, either on your toes or on your knees, nice and long, open chest. We're gonna hold it here for 4, stay with me. And 3, little squeeze of your inner thighs, little lift of your abdominal wall. Last 1, good. Lower those knees down. Last little activation exercise. Come on in, lay on your back for a moment. We're gonna do a flat back bridge. So I want you to press your hips up, knees, hips, shoulders in alignment. Fold in your hips just like we did before for our hip hinge. Let's go, we go up and down. Now you might choose to take your forearms, nope, those are your triceps. You know, your forearms up, your triceps down. Push your upper arm into the mat as you're lifting your hips up. Let's focus on this being a leg exercise. I want to say leg because it's not just your glutes, it's not just your seat, it's your legs too. But it's not particularly your back. Your back is supported by your front. We're working with this nice controlled unit right here. Good. Ooh, we're getting warm. Let's go for 8. We got this. 8. Good. 7. And 6. The best news of the day is that your first exercise actually starts on the mat. Last 2. Push. And last 1. And all the way down. All right, roll over onto your side. Option to lay all the way down on your side or prop yourself up on your elbow. We're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna work a little range of motion that also challenges the outer thigh. Great for balance, really good for strength. We wanna be lifted up, don't hang out in your position. Get nice and activated in it. We're gonna lift that top leg up. Bring your knee into your chest. Trace a circle up to the sky. And then press it back behind you. Press that leg back behind you and then swing it through. So if your thigh was a big marker or a paintbrush, it'd be trying to make a big circle out to your side, all right? Let's press down to lift up. Here we go. About 30, 40 seconds on each side. Right on time. Front and side. Use that hand in front if you want to push down into your fingertips. Support yourself from your torso, just like you were in the plank, just like you were in our bridges. Circles. It's not uncommon for a little bit of sensation, which is often the teaching word for fatigue or a little bit of a burning sensation. I've been kind of on a rampage about burning. I want you to feel that you're working your muscle. I want you to feel that you're challenging your endurance. I don't want you to feel like you're suffering, all right? It's not worth it. We want to challenge, we want to walk right up to that edge of our ability, hang out there, but we're not diving off the cliff. Okay, last one. Good. The good news is we're gonna reverse this. Here we go. Reach it around. If my pace is too fast for you at any time, I want you to take it down a notch. That's it. We're just looking, each time I'm trying to just see, remember an old-fashioned spirograph? The toys were so much better back then. So just like a wider and wider and wider and wider circle, if possible. Let's check in with the support from the underneath side. Make sure you're not slumping down on that shoulder. Use your waist muscles to lift yourself up off the floor. Good, last one. Excellent, all right. I know it's like customary to give yourself a little pounding. Do it with kindness. Let's go to the other side. All right, set yourself up. Your shoulder is over your elbow. You're lifted up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Yeah. So joint mobility is paramount to all of the changes that we're trying to facilitate, whether it's building strength, whether it's gaining balance, whether it's just getting more mobile in general. We want to work the joints in a range of motion that actually challenges them to push to the edge, but again, doesn't torque them out of a place that feels strong for them. Good. Let's go ahead and do one more and then we'll reverse. Good. All right, reversing, backside front. You got it. Woo. And you can really think about it. Think about the back of your hip, the side of your hip, the front of your hip. Everything gets a break at some point in the circle, but for the most part, we are getting a full scale activation. Good. Let's get last two and last one. All right, the good news is we are not doing those again. We're gonna upgrade it on the next round. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees. You can do no weights, a 3 or a 5 pound. I wouldn't suggest, if this is newer to you, lifting these weights, I wouldn't suggest going super heavy. We're gonna do a deltoid fly. So come onto your hands and knees. If knees is troublesome for you, you can also stand up and fold at the hips. So we wanna feel knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and your front arm, the arm with the weight, is circular. It's making a little hugging action. We're gonna take it out to the side, come down and touch it. Try not to drop it each time. All right, let's find that support from front to back. Deep breath in. Here we go. Pressing out and lowering with control. So I always like to check in, see how is the weight being distributed through my knees, through my hands. How am I supporting myself? You're lifting up just to shoulder height and maintaining the arm shape throughout. So sometimes it helps to lift the elbow first as opposed to the hand. If the weight gets too heavy, you drop it and you keep moving your arm in that direction, yeah? Awesome. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good work. All right, take your arms out. Quick stretch before we go to the other side. Come on up. Let's set that arm nice and strong. Find the shape of your other hand. Connect to your center muscles. Let's lift it up and lower it down. Good. So often in Pilates, we call this range of motion hug a tree. So it's like you're opening your arms real wide and then giving that tree a hug, of course, with one arm. Good. So notice where your shoulder blade wants to go. Is it creeping up to your ear? You want to think about it sliding towards our spine, keeping the neck nice and long on both sides. We're almost there. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. Good. And for last 1. All right, let's put that one to the side. Next up, no weights, or I would say grab an 8 or a 10 if you've got the circles, a 5 or an 8 if you've got dumbbells. It's all up to you. We are going to go into a little back lunge. We're gonna do a little figure 8. We're gonna drive erratically. So stand on your left foot, bring your right foot back. From the side, we're here. It's not the deepest lunge of your life. It's something you can maintain. We're gonna drop that weight down. We've got our weight or our dumbbell at our chest. We're turning in one direction and then turning in the other. Think of paddling in a canoe. Your elbows are the oars. The weight is just there to stabilize. If you haven't joined me yet, let's go ahead and get into it. Option to level it up by dropping a little lower in your lunge. You want to watch that front leg. Make sure it's aiming directly over your second and third toe. We're not dropping in. We're not pushing too far out. We're supported by both the inner and outer thigh. You need a little more power, a little more support. You lift up out of your waist. You squeeze your legs a little bit. You get taller. We're here for 4. And for 3, we got a little shaking going on for 2. And for 1, come on all the way up. Today's actually the last day, thank you, that I teach at 5 in the morning. So we've made a New Year's resolution to not be doing that anymore, which is good for all involved. but my legs are a little tired. Let's get ready for the other side. Bring it on up, drop down. Here we go. Now, whenever we're working on these multiplanar, meaning we're rotating, we're moving, we're going in multiple directions, we're holding, we're stabilizing, it's overload for the brain. It's not uncommon to have a challenge in your balance. Definitely not uncommon to get confused. If, whoa, as I say it, illustrating the point. So it's all good. We are all, when we're confused a little bit, we're asking our brain to pay closer attention. If you're confused a lot and you're feeling emotional about the confusion, probably a little too much. All right, let's finish this side out. Oh my goodness. All right, friends. We're gonna go into round 2, down on the mat. Option this time to add a light resistance loop if you have it. If you don't, it's okay. So let's come down. We did this side first. If you've got the resistance loop, we're going to bring it around and above the knees. We're gonna be in that side plank once again. And from here, we're gonna do one lift up to the side and lower, one kick forward into the loop, bring it back, one lift up to the side, one kick back into the loop. So you can obviously do this without resistance and religion. I don't know why that was coming out of my mind. But you can obviously do it. Just work the range of motion, keep your waist long. Here we go, lift it up and lower, front, creasing in the hip, side and back. Now let's pay attention, take a look. Knee and foot staying in the relatively the same plane. So your knee's not lifting higher. We're not turning out yet, yeah? Push it back. Good. You can take your hand on that hip if you like. If you feel strong, you can leave it on the floor. I'm always just reminding myself that I have more support available at the waist level than I do at the neck level. So I don't want to be supporting myself through my neck muscles. I want to try and support by creating a little shelf. I lost my place there. There we go. Keep going. We're almost there. Woo! Feeling in all the directions. Now, as much as these kind of, I'm just going to be real about it, as much as they suck to do in terms of conditioning, because I don't like to work them. I don't know if you do. I'm always going to be honest with you. But they do show up in things like walking up the stairs, getting up from the floor. Let's do one more of each. You know, picking things up, getting out of the car. Those are the miracles of the day, yeah? Good. Good job, hip. Let's flip it over to the other side. All right. We're moving right along here, right on time. Let's get up nice and tall. Open that chest. Lift it up. Bring it forward. Lift it up. This song is a nice tempo to work with, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that tempo. Good. Whenever we're thinking about a side lying position that's planked, I'm always thinking about pride through my shoulder girdle, wide collarbones, because that's gonna help my shoulder blades just draw together a bit on the back. Just encourage some of my back muscles to work a little harder. If you're somebody who's working on back strength, extension, if you've got any bone density issues, open up that chest. You know who you are. Lift up, make that back do some work for you. It'll support your spine in the best of ways. By the way, anybody feeling the second side a little more than the first side? It happens, it happens. Very, very hard to isolate. Good. All right, we're almost there. We've got one more of each. One to the side, lift up. One to the front. One to the side. One to the back. Excellent. All right, we can take that loop off. I'm gonna put it off to the side. I don't believe we're gonna use it again. Let's take that smaller dumbbell, come onto your knees. Get ready for our side deltoid, rear deltoid lifts. Are we ready? Go 3, 2, find that curved arm, support from your spine, lift and lower. So all of our little circuit go rounds are about 30 to 40 seconds per set, give or take. We're trying to stay under tension for a good amount of time without too much overwhelm, but just enough challenge. Good, here we go. 3, 2, let's get one more on this side. Excellent, all right. Find it, get ready for that other side, round that arm, here we go. Same thing applies here in terms of your collarbones, right? Can you make them wider, even if you have to widen that front arm a little bit? Breathing nice and deep. Finding the support with every single exhale. Good, almost there. Think of that shoulder blade sliding toward your spine. Doing a great job. 3, let's get one more. 1, all right. Good work. This one goes down. Option, if you're working with circles, to bring it up to a 10. If not, keep it at an 8, a 5, or nothing. You can always go into a little Sound of Music. Hand hold to do it the second time around. Let's take that front leg forward. Remember, we don't have to be on a tightrope. Sometimes in a wider stance can help us. Let's sink down, bring those arms up, lift up out of your waist, and paddle it out. Use the tempo, the cadence that works best for you. That gives you the most control. Sometimes staying focused front is going to be your best bet. Sometimes following your elbows is going to be the best bet. Again, you get to choose. 10 more seconds here. Good. Ooh, here comes the quivers. 2 tickets to Quiver Town. Excellent, come on up. I don't know why I need 2. Me and Mom. Let's go to the other side. Let's bend down. Find it, lift it, ready, set, go. Side to side. Keep weight in that front heel. Everybody has a fun leg. This one's mine. So it's always a matter of keeping it focused. Stay in the situation. Hip. Good, good, good. Woo. Almost there, almost there. A little more quivering. We do this activation work to get us really ready for the next go round. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Good work. All right. Quick drink if you need it. So we are going to do a set of dumbbell swings. Oh, hey. Hey, Joy. So good to see you. We're going to do some dumbbell swings. If you are working with any level of back condition, you don't particularly need to add a weight to this. You could always add a 5-pound and see how it feels, but a swing is going to be something that hip hinges. And as we hip hinge, if we're working a 5, we're gonna swing the weight high and tight, almost to tap yourself at the seat. As you come up, it's not your shoulders, it's not your back. It's a bridge movement with your legs. So your hips, glutes, hamstrings press forward. Your abdominals tighten on purpose. You give a little exhale, and that action is gonna shoot your arms to shoulder height. We're not going behind or beyond, up, but we're just gonna hinge forward, little bend, press, hinge, press. All right, so again, if you don't want to use weight, you can hinge your hips, you can stand up. I trust you to make the best choices. I'm gonna use a 10-pound because that's where my fitness is today, and I'll still be doing the same mechanics as you will. We're gonna be here for just about 30 seconds, take a break, and go for round 2, all right? Let's get ready. Stand with your feet about as wide as your mat, little bend in your knees, nice and strong, front to back, side to side. We reach through, stand tall. There is a bit of like a contraction at your hips, in your torso. The arms are pretty easy. And notice I'm not bending super far over, right? Hips back, hips front. Hips back, hips front. That's it. breathing as we go. The arms are simply holding the weight. There's gonna be some times where we back bend to the, against our better movement. So we just wanna gather it in. We wanna feel our abdominals supporting us. Good, let's keep going. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. All right, so your activation, the spotlight for that exercise, here, maybe here. If you spotlit here or here, and you were using a weight, I want you to let the weight go. And if you were not using a weight, but you still feel the spotlight in your shoulders or lower back, I want you to slow it down, work on the form, okay? This is a skill building piece. We're gonna integrate one of these every week. So you just, learn what all the young kids are doing out in the world. All right, are we ready for round 2? Let's try it. Remember, slow and a squeeze is perfectly fine. We're gonna get ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. Good. So hands really just there to hold that weight. Swinging your hands high and tight. Finding that contraction as you come up. Feeling planked in your posture, yeah? Plank, plank. Good. Normally, I'm a big fan of the sort of work that says the work itself should work for us. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Sometimes in exercises like that, it's really important that we just kind of tell ourselves what to do. All right, friends, we're moving into our last round. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a squat to an overhead press, and we're also gonna do bicep curls. Let's flip those and reverse it. So I'm gonna put the circle down. Today I have my beams. If you have your 5-pound dumbbells, use those. If that's a good weight for you, I'm gonna go, this one's a 15-pounder, and we're gonna go narrow stance, elbows into your side, making sure that they're not forward, right? So we're still working that shoulders back, elbows hug in. We're gonna curl up, we're gonna lower down. Curling up, lower down. All right, let's go for it. Join me when you're ready. Feeling nice and tall, nice and long in our posture, in our spine. We're not working on like the old tropes of long and lean. I don't even know what that looks like. It's more the energetic line that you're creating in your body. Is it short and compressed, or is it long and expansive? Yeah. I used to have this kind of half joke, half dream that later in my years I would open a studio called Big and Wide Pilates, and it would be all about taking up space. I still might do it. Good, 2 more. Woo. Last one. Yes, all right. Let's lower that down. Last exercise, and we're gonna do this round one more time. It's gonna be a squat to an overhead press. I know we're working a lot of arms. We've got it. We're gonna bend down. We're gonna send it way up overhead. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You're working those dumbbells. You're just holding them, one in each hand, bringing them to your shoulder level and all the way up. I do like to challenge my range, and it wasn't always here, by putting my elbows on my knees. Yes. And we're working a very similar stance to those swings, those dumbbell swings or the circle swings, meaning legs are active, abdominals are active, like you're making a plank at the top. Good. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Woo! Finishing strong with me today. 3, 2, and last one. Press it up. All right. Shake it out, my friends. We have one more round to finish strong. We're just about at our time. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna challenge myself. I bought it because it was yellow. I'm not gonna, I'm a sucker. Sometimes the toys make the difference, you know? This one's a 25-pound. I have no expectation that you lift as much or less than, more than me, just what's working for me today. All right, open this chest, elbows to your side, bicep curl up, lower down. You can be using 2 dumbbells, whatever you need. But start to check back in with your posture. So we're not looking for perfect posture, right? We're not looking to be perfect specimens. We're looking to create a scaffold for everything to move around. So we want to keep the spine strongly supported. We want to keep the outlook high and hopeful. 3, 2, give me one more. Yes, all right. Well, let's just say that was a nice set, and I'm glad we're not doing that again. All right, last round, squat to overhead press. Ooh, they feel nice and light now. I'm gonna go with my biggest one over here. It's my 15. You can take any of your weights. I think I'm driving the point home, yeah? Are we ready? 3, 2, and 1. Squat down, drive from your legs. Pull it to chest level, press all the way up. That's it. Big breath, big push. Good. Reach. We're getting there, we're getting there. Now don't forget to hang on to that strong standing position. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for the work you just did. Stand up for the rest of the work that's yet to do today. Stand up, one more together. Big press. Good job, everyone. All right. Excellent. Let's take our legs nice and wide. Let's roll those shoulders up and back, all the way down. So I've heard you, some of you have written me little notes. Jenna, I have like 20 or 30 minutes, I need to get it in. I'm doing my absolute best to give you some shorter sessions as the music stops right there. Good. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. And last one, go ahead and reverse those shoulder rolls. Take it back to go forward. I'm gonna flip us around with the squeakiest shoes on earth. The squeakiest shoes on earth. Yeah, we'll just finish our cool down together. I don't know why they squeak so much. Good. All right, we're in that wide stance again. Let's go ahead and take one arm down, one arm up. Big long stretch. Think of yourself, you are the toast inside of a toaster slot. Bring yourself into a position that helps you get nicely toasted on both sides of your torso. Good. Make sure your knees are unlocked, press down through your feet, come back through center, and then reach to the other side. Big stretch. Ooh, we like that. I do. Good. Let's come up to center, press down through your heels. Going back to the beginning for just a couple more stretches, bring it over. Big rotation. Good, come up. Remember to take up your space. That's right, other side. Good, can you reach a little wider? Excellent. All right, we have reached the point in our class where I'm gonna ask you to check in. Why did this movement matter to your life today? It can be a simple or a complex reason. Let's go one more each side. Good, last one. Why did it matter to you today? Let's go ahead and take our arms all the way down. Do one more roll down through the spine. Let it shake out. If your legs are wider than you want them to be, squeak them in. Bend your knees. Roll up through your spine. Come up to a standing position. Good work today, everyone. Remember to ask why it mattered. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you had a good time. Remember to tell your friends because it is important that we get the word out that I'm here. My intention is to offer low impact, high output. And my clientele ranges from very athletic, but more than that, very I would say considerate, meaning people who need options, people who need choices, people who are excited about getting into the exercise realm but not really sure where to start or not really trusting that they'll be taken care of. So that's what I hope to bring to you in these classes. Thank you for being here. Leave me a little comment. Hello, everybody. And I will be back on Monday at 10 a.m. with some rebounding. So I hope to see you then. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope your body feels really good. More importantly, I hope you feel really good about your body. Big love.